All right, Adam Hadwin with a 4 under 66. Adam, can you talk us through your round today?
I mean, not much better of a start to a U.S. Open. I don't think that you can ask for. I did a lot of good things. Got a nice run there midway through the front. I do think there's a few more scoreable holes as long as you hit good quality golf shots there. And then I kind of just held down the fort there the last little bit. Some key up and downs. Made a nice one from the fringe on 13. So just doing a lot of good things. I hit the ball really well the last 4 holes, which I was really pleased with. I kind of found a little something there at the end, and we'll try again tomorrow.
Yeah, obviously you put yourself in great position. What are you going to try and do tomorrow to replicate what you did today?
Same thing. Pick a target, have a number in mind, and try and execute, and go find it and hit it again. I've done a great job of that over the last little bit. It's getting easier as I continue to play better to keep in that mindset. So there's still 54 holes. There's a lot of golf left, and this course is only going to get tougher. So just keep doing that.
Yeah, here to your left.
Adam, you're the first round leader of the U.S. Open. How's that sound?
Pretty sweet. Yeah.
Is it kind of ironic that although this week is a major week, you're kind of coming in maybe a little bit more chill, maybe a little bit more relaxed than last week at the Canadian Open?
Yeah. I mean, last week was incredible. 2 years off, fans came in strong. They were loud, and it was a lot of fun to play up there. And we always want to play a little bit better, but it's nice to get down here and a couple days rest and get going for this week. And not that the golf course gets any easier, but certain instances it definitely felt a little bit more relaxed than last week.
Over to your right.
Just what did you have in mind for a number when you started? Because the wind was kind of up, and then when would you hit into 4 to really get that thing going?
It was a kind of a flighted, drawy 8-iron in there. Came off perfectly and kind of landed where we wanted to. I didn't have a number in mind today. Like I said, I've done a really good job of keeping expectations at 0 to start the round. And not only start the round, but kind of throughout the round. I think that's been one of the keys of why I'm playing well recently. And, certainly one of the keys as to why I was able to keep the round going. Sometimes you hit good shots and they don't quite work out. Sometimes you hit bad shots and they work out. So just, like I said, numbers, targets, and try and execute, and whatever happens, happens.
Back over here to your left.
Is there anything you learned today about the course, anything you want to focus on for tomorrow, whether it be something in your swing or a specific hole out there?
No, nothing too crazy. I think between myself and my caddy Joe, we did a great job of preparing for the golf course and certain conditions. Other than taking note of where some of the tee shots ended up with today's wind condition and things like that, things started to firm up a little bit as we finished. So take note of that as well going into tomorrow. And, I imagine this golf course without rain will only get firmer and faster.
Far left.
Hey, Adam. Earlier in the week, both you and Joe mentioned your attitude and your patience that you've developed could mean success at a tournament like this. How important has that been, and sort of what's changed from then till now with both your attitude and your patience?
Yeah, I mean, I think, Joe is so even keel that, looking at him, you'd never know if I was 5 under, 5 over, which is great. That's what you want to have as a player. And, like I've mentioned, I've been trying to work on that myself. I'm trying to be a little bit more even keel, maybe a little bit less emotional on the golf course, even though it comes out at times. But certainly just, narrowing into the golf shot and the task at hand. And I did a really good job of that today.
And 2021, wasn't the best year for you at the Players' Championship this year. You said you were really happy with the work you'd put in and you thought it would be a good summer. So this is obviously the start of a good summer. But what did you put into to get these results?
Yeah, I mean, this has been, a year in the making, really. We set out on a journey, I think, last March, Mark and I, not of changing the golf swing, but changing the club face in the golf swing, which may be more difficult in and of itself. It was a process. Went through a lot of different things through that. Just a completely different release pattern. And so it took a while to kind of take a hold. And I think that finally, in the fall and kind of the beginning of this year, I really started to feel like I could start to hit shots again with the club face where it was. And we continue to monitor that. And when it gets windy like this, it's sort of the benefits of what we wanted to do.
Over to your right with Michael.
Adam, tour players have said forever it's one shot at a time. But then you just also said something very interesting. There's 54 holes left. Do you think of it as like a march to that 72nd green, the whole 4 days together?
Yeah, absolutely. Idea being you just put yourself in a position to have a chance to win on the back nine on Sunday. That's really the whole goal. And everything we do leading up to that is trying to do that. 66 at a U.S. Open to take the first round lead is incredible. It's amazing. It's something nobody can ever take away from me at this point. But I got bigger things in my mind. There's lots of golf left. I've been around the block a few times, and I've missed cuts from this position before. So that's why I say I've done a really good job of just one shot at a time. I've been playing some really good golf, and I just need to kind of match those two and see what happens.
Do you think there's something special about 72 holes as opposed to 90 or 54?
That's a hard question to answer. Certainly I think the best rises to the top over that amount of holes. Yeah, absolutely. Guys play well one day, but can you prove it over four? And we're going to find out. Haven't done it yet, so I'm going to try my best.
That's great. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, Ryan?
The transition from last week to this week, again, very emotional and everything from last week and whatnot. How did you try to handle that so you would be best prepared for this week?
Just get some rest.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the biggest thing. I didn't do much on Monday. I came down Sunday night and didn't do much on Monday. I came out here. A week like this, after last week, I think a good caddy becomes very important. I know he did his homework. I know where he wants. I know he knows where we should be going as well. I've got a pretty good idea through the 27 that I played Tuesday, Wednesday. So, biggest thing is just get some rest.
Did you literally just take it easy back in a hotel room, or when you say get some rest,
I came and registered and got situated with the property, putted a little bit, hit a few balls, but I wasn't here more than an hour and a half.
And then your approach to majors, how has that evolved over time? I'm just curious. You got into playing a few of these now. So.
Yeah. I don't think necessarily the approach has changed much. I've gone in just wanting to play as well as I can each and every time. I think the biggest thing, and I felt it today, I've said this so many times, I know a broken record, but I treated each shot for what it was. I know this is U.S. Open. I know it's difficult. I think back to the shot that I had on 7 was a wedge to a front left pin, and obviously left is no good. And I think in the past, I may have sort of played too cautiously because it was a U.S. Open and said, I need to hit it up here and do that. And today, I didn't treat it like any other tournament. I treated it like every other tournament. I got a wedge from 100 yards. I'm going to be aggressive. So that was probably the biggest key to my success today.
Thanks, Adam. Nice playing.
All right, thank you.